This is an active nest of the Eastern Phoebe. Eastern Phoebes are passerine birds, which means they are perching birds, and they belong to the flycatcher family, which is one of the largest families of birds that contain over 400 species. They are widely distributed across North America. During the breeding season, they are found from northern Canada to the southern United States, and during winter, they are found in Texas, southeastern United States, Florida, and Mexico. They inhabit woodlands, woody vegetation, forests, gardens, and agricultural areas. The nest, as you can see here, is constructed of mosses, leaves, and grass. I think I even see a little bit of mud in there, but I don't know if I can confirm that. The nest is quite soft and squishy, almost sponge-like. Females lay 2 to 6 eggs. Then the females incubate the eggs for about 16 days. Interestingly enough, the young ones leave the nest 16 days after the eggs hatch. These are getting pretty close to fledging now. In this particular nest, I observed 6 eggs, but only 5 hatched. I don't know why the 6th one didn't hatch. Here comes Mama now. That could actually be the papa bird, and I suspect it might be because of its chirp. Eastern Phoebes are dimorphic, which means you can tell the male from the female, but in this particular species it's not easy because they're very closely marked, they're very closely sized. So that's what dimorphic means, is males and females are distinguishable from each other. Say like a mallard duck, you can easily tell the male from the female mallard duck. Monomorphic is when the species, both male and females, look the same, perhaps like blue jays are very hard to tell apart, or mourning doves. Just a note about this video. This entire video was shot in real time. These birds move fast, and I wanted to do this video in real time so that you can see that. I will follow this video up with a slow motion video where I shot it in 240 frames per second and then slowed it down. Also, all of the sound in this video is authentic. I didn't add anything, so you hear everything that's going on. There's even wind noise in there. You can see the wind blowing on their little feathers now. It's quite warm in there too, so often you'll see the birds panting, I guess. They do seem to sit around a lot of times with their mouths open. I don't know if they're waiting for food, and they sleep a lot too in between feedings. While it is the female that incubates the eggs, both the male and the female take care in raising the babies and feed them. Phoebes are monogamous and they mate for life. Their lifespan is about 10 years. Here one of the parents came in. I don't know if it was the male or the female, and kind of did a little inspection on the nest and then came over and just stood watch for a while. This bird was in there for probably a good 20 minutes. It's the first time I really noticed a bird sitting by the nest. Typically they were always outside catching bugs and perching on trees and branches or nearby wires or structure. So it was interesting to watch this bird come in here and sit for a while and then finally go back out hunting again. These baby birds develop so fast, I swear I could see them changing by the hour. The nest is getting very crowded now as they get closer to fledging. There's 5 of them in there, and they're starting to do a lot more preening, and there's like a wax substance that's on the pin feathers of their flight feathers, and they pull it off and clean their feathers, and you'll see them flap their wings sometimes and stretching like right there, and they're getting ready for flight. Nobody teaches them how to do it. They just instinctually jump out of that nest and go. I suspect this is the male adult due to the darker coloration on the chest, and as the babies got older, of course they're eating so much they're pooping more, and the adults would come in more regularly and patrol the nest, and as the babies would poop, mostly outside of the nest, the adults would come in and grab it and carry it away. It was kind of like in a bit of a sack, and I guess just some cleanly maintenance on the nest. Phoebes have been known to have 2 broods throughout the mating season, so I will be watching this nest to see if they return to it and have another brood. Okay, baby Phoebes, let's see if we can get all 5 of you to line up for one final photo. Come on, we know what all 5 of you can get in front of the camera and show your face.